I have been very busy in the sewing room this week. There is a reason for that and I will explain it at the end, but I managed to get these things done. I had lots of time spare. So hello everyone and welcome to my sewing room. My name is Carole. This is of course #FridaySews, time where we just sit and chat about what we've been doing during the week. We tell you a little bit about life and it's just amazing community. I am so glad I started doing it a couple of years ago. If you're ever in any doubt whether you should join the #FridaySews community, don't give it a second thought, just do it. Now, I have got something to tell you, but I will put it at the end of this video. Yeah, there is a reason I've been doing lots of sewing this week, and it will be explained at the end. I'm going to start off with the Burda t-shirt that I talked about last Friday Sews. This was Burda 6820. I picked up this pattern, thought I'd give it a try, and I was having a bit of a nightmare, and I think last Friday I actually reported that I was unpicking the whole thing. Now I did notice, I did this version here, but I did make it slightly longer. I did notice that, well, you can tell from the line drawings that it's very curved in. I noticed that from the start, and it did say it was a fitted t-shirt, so I graded right out and almost took out the whole curve. I also sized up, which was where my big mistake was, because although I'm bigger here, I am still quite small here. So I should have done the grading out. I should have started with an 8 and the 10. I have it, it now fits. As I said, I took out all the curve, so this kind of was a size 10, but I had to take out, I put the sleeves on and the sleeves hung way too low on me. So I literally just went in and took, I would say a good ½ an inch, ¾ of an inch off this seam here, so to raise it up. And now it kind of fits. It is, funnily enough, a little bit long. I'm going to leave it at that. The strange thing is that the 3 garments I sewed this week all coordinate, and you will see that in the videos and the pictures, but that was not intentional at all. But I somehow inadvertently made myself a little mini capsule wardrobe. So Burda 6820, I won't make it again. I've got better t-shirts patterns, but it's always worth trying it, isn't it? The next 2 garments I made are from the linen that I recently bought at Beyond the Pink Door when I went to their brand new gorgeous shop on the outskirts of Dorchester in Dorset. They are online, but they do open on a Thursday and a Friday. So they are beautiful pieces of linen, honestly. First of all, I had this blue and I wanted to make a pair of shorts. Now I know I normally always make the quick sew shorts, which isn't really fair to you because you can't get hold of the pattern anymore. So I thought I'd try my second favourite, and that's Simplicity 8891, and I do like it. Looking at this, would you think there's a pair of shorts a really good pattern? No, you wouldn't, until you look at that there. I have made the trousers several times. I made them in some coronation fabric last summer, but I made the shorts. I absolutely love them. I am slightly bigger than I was last year, so I had to do a bit of tweaking and move some seams out, but all in all, I really like them. So here they are. So you've got the 2, you can tell it's linen because it's creased, but that's actually what I like about linen because it looks a classy fabric. So you've got the 2 front pockets, which are really nice. And I've never done this before, but I actually did their proper hem where you turn up quite a chunk and create this split hem. I really, really loved that. Now I cut a size 10 maybe, I think. Yes, size 10. And I have to say, if you look at the line drawings, to me that would look like a long pair of shorts. And certainly on her, well, I didn't alter the length at all. And you can see they're not that long on me. So be warned. But as usual, I put my 2 pockets in the back, and that's just a template that I copied from a pattern years ago. I do like my pockets in the back. Still got loads of threads. Lovely, lovely waistband. 2 pockets, and you do have an invisible side zipper. There's another thread there. It's not great. I have to say it's not great. And the fact that I had to extend all the seams just meant I didn't have a lot to play with. I also used a cheap Amazon zip, which I could kick myself for because it doesn't flow very nicely. But it works. I can get in, get out, and I can kind of get away with that. It's the first time I've done an invisible zipper on my new Juki machine, and I realised I didn't have a invisible zipper foot, which I used to have on my Janome, and that is down in our holiday home. So I needed it quickly, so I ordered one from Amazon, a multi-purpose one. It did the job, but it wasn't great, so I'm going to order the proper Juki one from now on. But it got it as close as it could. All in all, I absolutely love this pattern. I love the shape on me. Maybe what I would like to do, is change it to a front fly. I don't know, maybe I will one day, because I don't particularly like shorts where you have to zip them up on the side, or trousers, come to that. But all in all, absolutely love these. The colour is gorgeous. So yeah, see what I mean? It's all very coordinating. So very happy with those. So that was Simplicity 8891, a shorts pattern you can actually buy. So on to the second linen make. Oh, this linen was absolutely beautiful. It was, I think, Andrea told me 230 grams weight of linen. So it was slightly heavier than that other pair, but it's great for trousers. Good old Simplicity 8841. Everybody raves about this pattern for very good reason. It's a lovely, easy, beginner-friendly trouser pattern. It's the first one I ever tried, and I have so many pairs. It's crazy. This time I did that version there, view D. I did not do the turn-ups. I just cropped it. And here they are. I absolutely love them. I love these pockets. I know they're very simple in construction. It's just one layer, there's no lining or anything, but I think it's really nice on the front. It makes them look kind of modern. It is fully elasticated. A lot of people don't like that. You could, I suppose, make it slightly front. The new look pattern, which I'll put the number of down below, is almost identical but has a flat bit there. But this is fine. I always wear t-shirts over the top anyway. Same again, pockets on the back. Oh, and another bit of coordination. Honestly, I love these so much. They're my new favourite trousers. So, Simplicity 8841, yet again a winner. I also managed to make up the bag that I wanted to for my daughter. She wanted a kind of beach bag, and I made this bag very recently and she had her eye on it, so I made her one. New Look 6095. It's a nice simple dress pattern, but I kind of use it for the very simple bag pattern. I'm so jealous of this. Look at this. Look at this for a beach bag. It's awesome, isn't it? It's beach huts. I'm so jealous. It happens every time I make something for my daughter. I wish it was for me. So obviously it is lined, and I did what I did recently. It's got no pocket, that pattern, but I did work out again how to put the zip welt pocket in. I did had to look it up because typical me, I learned something and then 5 minutes later I can't remember how to do it. But I did it again. I'm very pleased with that. In the bottom, I was a teeny bit lazy, but I have just cut up, you know, one of those really thin flexi cutting boards. I just put a rectangle of that on the bottom. I haven't fabric covered it because, to be honest, it's probably going to get like a wet swimming costume sat on it. So it's just made it, given it a bit more structure. I'm so jealous. Look at the colour straps as well. It's just perfect. So now I'm going to give it to her, and every time she uses it and I'm with her, I'm just going to sigh and wish I'd made it for myself. The video I put out midweek this week was the fabric wheel results using this pattern, Simplicity 8949. If you want to make this pattern, and you didn't see that video, I do suggest you check out my kind of pattern review, because it has a very strange construction, which in my mind isn't that great. That's not just me saying it. Others that have made it have said exactly the same. It does come out very blousy as well. A lovely viewer did mention to me, because I talked about patternreview.com and this in my video, somebody said to me, why don't you put a review up on there? Now, I've done a few in the past, but it's something I kind of forget to do. Once I've talked about it on the channel, I kind of forget. But I have actually put it on patternreview.com just as another reminder to people, just to be a little cautious of it. Of course, if this is your type of thing and you're a great sewist, you wouldn't follow the instructions anyway, and you would probably do it a far better way. But yeah, check out that video. It was a success, but not everybody loved it, but you can't win them all. I also hemmed a pair of trousers for my father. I've done it before, and that's when I learned how to use the blind hem foot on my machine. I realised again that was on my old Janome, and I hadn't done it on this version, so I had to get the instructions out for the Juki and actually work out how to do it. Dad, you're worth it. But he said to me, of course, if it's too much bother, don't do it. That's fine. And I said, no, it'll be fine. It did take me hours and hours, and that was because my Juki decided to play up. Also, I wanted this to be perfect. Dad's worth it. He's made me that fabric wheel. He makes me lots of things, so I'm quite happy to do it, but it did take me a long time. This is a really lightweight pair of trousers, and why I'm showing it to you is because it had this bit of binding on the hem. So as well as you got the blind hem, it had this. So that made it a little bit extra too complicated to kind of take it all, unpick it off of the original hem and re-sew it back on. But I'm thinking maybe it's because it's such a lightweight pair of trousers, it gives it that little bit of weight at the end of a hem. That's something to think about if I ever made a lightweight pair of trousers. Adding this binding on the end probably achieves that, just adds the bit of weight. So you learn something from every single project. This actually, because my Juki played up, cutting threads and things like that, it took me 4 hours to do, but as I said, he's worth it. Now, I have treated myself to something this week. I've got a new subscription box. It's a bi-monthly one. And the reason is because. So next Tuesday, I've got to have an operation on my elbow. I've suffered from golfer's elbow for 2 years. I've had 3 steroid jabs in it. That's actually made it worse, and something that probably shouldn't have been done in the first place. I think going back the end of last year, I had one, and I talked to you about it. It's become just unbearable. And I know I don't indicate that on the channel, but I would never sit and complain about any health woes on my channel. I just don't. This is about sewing. You don't want to hear me whining about my arm hurts. But I'm going to have the operation done next week, and I am very, very nervous about it because I don't know anybody else that has had it done. It's a bit of a kind of witchery where I've got some torn tendons which they're going to mend, and they also do something like drill some holes in, and then the idea is your body will repair the bone. So I am very nervous, and I have absolutely no idea what I will be able to do in the next few weeks, which makes me a little bit nervous about my channel. Believe you me, if I can sew, I will sew, because I'm not the type of person just to sit and do nothing. I certainly can't drive for a couple of weeks, so I will be stuck in the house, and I'm going to find a way to sew and keep myself happy however I do. But of course, I may not have much to show you, for example, next Friday Sews, and I can come on and chat to you, and I hope you're happy with that, but we shall see. I'm hoping that I will just be able to do small little projects, not big things that's going to require me moving and holding and cutting. I'm going to try and cut out as many little projects as I can just to keep me amused. Maybe even use the embroidery machine. It might be that I can use that, for example. But to treat myself, I ordered from my sewing box in Dorset the Fat Quarter subscription box. So you can have it monthly or bi-monthly. And it has come with, they always come with a little project, which you can use or not use, it's up to you. It's actually, this time it's a beach bag peg kit. And you've got everything for it. You've got a little bit of hardware, you've got the cottons, and you've got some fantastic little beachy, summery fat quarters. So I thought, hopefully, just, you know, little treat for myself, project if I can do a little bit of sewing. So yeah, I really don't know what I'm going to be able to do. And as I said, I hope you stick with me, and I will try and report back next Friday sews, but I certainly won't be holding up a load of garments that I've sewn. I'm hoping to have, before next Tuesday, sewn a couple more things. I'm working on a Lutterlow project at the moment, so I hope to do that. But as I said, who knows? Who knows what I'm going to be able to do? Wash my hair, put makeup on. I have no idea. Cook, clean, no idea. We shall see. Now, the photos I'm going to leave you with at the end was something very different. Now, I am a massive plane watcher. I'm a bit of a, I have the flight radar app on my phone. If I see a plane going over, I have to find out where that plane is going, and quite often what type of plane. Anyway, in the UK we have the Red Arrows, so they're like a acrobatic flying team, very similar to the Blue Angels, I think, in America. And I know the Red Arrows do go over to America, I go all over Europe, so I'm sure you will have heard of them. But we live about 20 minutes away from a little local airport, Bournemouth Airport. And quite often, if the Red Arrows are doing a display on the south coast of England, they stop off, they use it as their base. So quite often in the summer, they come in and out of Bournemouth. Now, we happened to hear on the grapevine that they were coming in last Saturday night. So we dashed down there. Now, they used to have a proper viewing area, but that was taken away due to security. But there is a back lane to the airport. We'd never stopped and watched them there, but there was a load of cars there, so we got out the car, and then we saw people walking across the field at the bottom of the runway. So we thought, right, we've got to follow them. It's a prohibited land, but there was about 50 people all climbing the gate to get into this land and stand at the very end of the runway, which I have to say was pretty scary. I wouldn't want to be there when a big plane lands. But anyway, so when the Red Arrows always come into Bournemouth Airport, they do a fly past first, they then shoot off, they do a bit of a loop where they get rid of their colour gases, then they all come in one by one. They did it. It was absolutely fantastic to see them that close up. Now, I've been and seen them before at Bournemouth Airport, but never from that angle. So I'm going to put a bit of footage on. I was actually FaceTiming my daughter at the same time, so her two boys, my two grandsons, could see them. So you, and my husband filmed it. So you will hear me whittering on to my two grandsons and my daughter in my husband's filming. Now, I don't want to cut that out because you won't hear the volume of the planes, but I'm going to put that bit of footage in, and also you'll hear all the background chatter. But I think you need to hear it so you can hear the planes go over. So I'm going to put that at the end along with a couple of photos. I know lots of you won't be interested, but honestly, I was so excited. I was like a child. That's it for the summer now. They won't be coming back, so I know that's it for the year. I won't see them. But I just love it. I just love it. I just love planes. That's why we go on so many holidays. So that is it for me from Friday Sews. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for everybody that likes and comments, and any new subscribers that I picked up. I hope I will be with you next week. I know all you lovely viewers are going to wish me the best and be thinking of me, so thank you very much in advance. I will see you soon. Goodbye for now. Have an amazing week ahead, and do lots of sewing for me in case I can't do any. Bye-bye for now.
Oh, there. You see that? Just above the blue person.
Why don't you come up for FaceTime, get some pictures and send them to me? That'd be easier,
Put your hands up.
Lot more and take your
Hands down.
No, they're literally coming straight for us, okay?
They're coming in
It'll
loud.
be loud.
Hands down.
They're coming in quite close.
Put your hands up.
Can't see anything yet.
Oh,
They get their lights on.
Mummy, ready? Ready? Put your hands up.
Point your finger.
Put your hands up. Look at Mummy. Look at Mummy.
Here they come.
Ready? Woo!